You're watching the latest Cyprus news from FinancialMirror.tv. Cyprus is to offer cheap loans to low and middle income first-time buyers in an effort to give an indirect boost to the struggling construction sector that has seen a fall of 72% in property sales in January alone. The measures include zero interest on the first 2 years of the loan through the government-owned House Finance Corporation. The government will pump up to 200 million euros through this scheme that is available to households with an annual income of up to 40,000 euros and can be used to buy a house or an apartment of up to 200 square meters. The loan itself will not exceed 200,000 euros and can be repaid up to 30 years. In the case of buying a ready home from the market, the House Finance Corporation will give a grace period of 3 months, and the state institution no longer requires a deposit history of 6 months. The Cyprus economy is expected to record a growth rate over 2% during the first 3 months of 2009, according to Finance Minister Stavrakis, who said that there was a high growth rate of the economy in January and the first days of February, but added that the symptoms of a slowdown will appear in 6 to 9 months. On the political front, the island's two community leaders have entered an intensive phase of direct talks on the property issue in order to negotiate a peace settlement. According to UN officials, Christofias and Talat still have a long way to go, but these are difficult issues and they are not going to be resolved in one meeting. The Cyprus government has made it clear that Greek Cypriots owning land presently occupied by Turkey in the north are not prevented from selling these properties as long as these transactions are conducted legally and through the Land Survey Department. Already, refugees were allowed a few years ago to mortgage their properties in the occupied areas. That has helped some families recover their losses from abandoning their homes because of the war. Retail sales dropped for first time in 3 years, while car dealerships are offering aggressive new deals to boost sales. The volume of retail sales dropped by nearly 4% in November, an improvement over the 5.4% fall in October. Volume sales of furniture, electrical goods, and household items dropped by 12%, but in value terms, retail sales rose by 1.2% compared to the higher month-on-month rise of 11.9% in October. In another sign of weak consumer spending, motor vehicle registrations fell in January by 21%, with local news reports suggesting that car dealers have accumulated some 16,000 vehicles in stock due to a slump in sales, forcing many agents to lay off staff. Some car dealerships have resorted to new marketing plans such as free garage service, free fuel, a buy one get one free, and a scratch lottery with discount coupons of up to 10,000 euros. The government is now the #1 merchant for plastic card use, accounting for nearly 25% of sales in January, followed by supermarkets with 17% and clothing retailers with 14%. The reason for the high volume of transactions was the renewal of road tax permits due at the end of January. But in general, local plastic card use by Cyprus residents rose by 21% in January as total purchases using local cards reached 184 million, according to the credit card clearinghouse JCC. Expenditure by Cyprus residents abroad rose by 12% to 82 million, while payments by foreigners in Cyprus tumbled by 19% to 18 million. And finally, in corporate news, the merger between Laiki Investments, a member of Marfin Popular Bank subsidiary, and CLR Capital has gone ahead smoothly, creating Marfin CLR Public Company, the largest financial services firm on the stock exchange. Senior executives from the now merged company said that this was the first time that a bank-owned firm merged with a private sector company, and the new venture now also engulfs the operation of Laiki Investments, Ignatia, and CLR Capital. The firm now has 73 staff, while Marfin CLR is now the largest financial services firm transacting business on the Cypriot Stock Exchange with a 24.5% market share and 25,000 active clients. Looking ahead, Marfin CLR's immediate objective is to increase its position in the local market and become the #1 remote player in Greece, even though 2009 will be a tough year for capital markets and the economies of Cyprus and Greece. However, the executives of the new firm agree that the US and then the UK markets will have better turnaround prospects towards the end of the year. They also see tremendous growth opportunities in overseas markets through the group's electronic trading platform called Laiki Global E-Trading, while the introduction of 10% capital gains tax on equity transactions in Greece from April may create a new shift in business to Cyprus. Thank you for watching FinancialMirror.tv.